Today I'm going to tell you an interesting story about the life of Saint Agatha. Saint Agatha is also known as the patron saint of nurses and breast cancer patients. She was born around the 3rd century on the island of Sicily into a wealthy and noble Christian family. Even when she was a child, there was something special about her. She was very graceful, kind, and deeply devoted to God. Saint Agatha grew up in the city of Catania, where she learned to love prayer more than parties and service more than status. As she grew into a beautiful young woman, her beauty caught the eye of many suitors, but Agatha had already made a vow of chastity. She wanted to dedicate her life fully to God. This decision would later set her on a path of pain, courage, and sainthood. In 251 AD, during the persecution of Christians by Emperor Decius, the Roman governor Quintianus noticed Saint Agatha and was attracted to her. When she refused his advances, the governor was enraged. Using his authority, he arrested her for being a Christian. But this wasn't just a legal punishment, it was personal. He tried to break her will, sending her to a brothel to shame her, but Agatha held firm in her faith. Furious at Saint Agatha's faith, Quintianus had her tortured. Among the worst of her torments, Agatha's breasts were brutally cut off, an act so horrifying it would later make her the patron saint of breast cancer patients and nurses. This is why in some of her images, she is portrayed as a female saint holding a platter with her breast on it. After her torture, she forgave her tormentors and prayed for them. When she was thrown in prison, she said, "I am the servant of Jesus Christ. My soul is pure, and I will remain so." According to some witnesses, St. Peter appeared to her in prison and miraculously healed her wounds. But Quintianus was relentless. He ordered her to be tortured again, rolling her on burning coals, which led to her death on February 5, 251 AD. But her story didn't end there. Soon after her death, the people of Catania began to speak of her miracles. Just a year later, Mount Etna erupted, which threatened the destruction of the city. The people in Catania prayed through Agatha's intercession. They took her veil, which had been preserved as a relic, and placed it before the lava flow. Miraculously, the lava stopped. From that moment, she became the protector of Catania. Later, her reputation as a powerful intercessor grew, and devotion to her spread across Europe. Today, Saint Agatha is venerated as the patron saint of nurses and breast cancer patients, and her feast day is celebrated every 5th of February. If you like stories like this, follow, like, and subscribe.